So just so you know what I'm saying, when you get on this narrow path, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be obstacles and things that you got to go through. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to endure. You got to make sure that you're in shape to be able to, you know what I'm saying, carry, the burdens and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, that you might have to go on ahead and carry. Because at the end of the day, man, you want to make sure that you're in the best position to do the things that you need to do.
Y'all see it, man. It's my new one right here. I just had to go cop another one.
Yeah, something that you might want to keep in mind is that when you got your rucksack or your what's good, everybody? Welcome back. What's really good with you? You know what I'm saying? Glad that we was able to take this opportunity right here. Of course, I wanted to, do this, what I'm saying, part of my navigating through the trenches series on like a bright sunny day, but this is the perfect time, what I'm saying, to, let you guys know that, what I'm saying, tribulation ain't gonna come with the sunshine. At the end of the day, you might have to move out here in the elements when it's raining, snowing, sleeting, and doing everything else out here. So this is a guide to get ready, what I'm saying, get ready, set, go, man, because it's time to go. So, we gonna be, I got my bug out bag right here. We're gonna be going through it, checking to make sure, because every couple of months you wanna make sure that your bag is secure. So you wanna make sure that you got all of your supplies, all of your, everything that you need to be able to get up and just go. So that's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna go on ahead and go check this out, man. Walk with me, man. When you get on this narrow path, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be obstacles and things that you gotta go through, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to endure. You gotta make sure that you're in shape to be able to, you know what I'm saying, carry, the burdens and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that you might have to go on ahead and carry. Because at the end of the day, man, you want to make sure that you're in the best position to do the things that you need to do. So, navigating through this wilderness, you want to make sure that you know exactly where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, at the end of the day, man, you got to have that spiritual map to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you're going into the direction that the Father got you going into. It's imperative and it's important, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that you listen to the right Ruach and Meth, the right, you know what I'm saying, spiritual guidance, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you can navigate through all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one person, you know what I'm saying, I'm just bringing you in, sharing with you my experience and what I got to go through and what I'm trying to do for my family. So I'm going to show you, you know what I'm saying, what I got in my bug out bag. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I haven't been in it for a couple of months. So I just want to make sure that everything's up in there and it's good to go. So, y'all come check it out with me. First off, the first thing you got to remember about being in the trenches is about your foundation, where you're putting your feet at. There's all types of snares, traps, and booby traps to stumble you and cause you to, lose your step and lose your footing. You know what I'm saying? Trenches is muddy. That's why we out here in the elements right now, so you have, a mind to know that at the end of the day, what you're getting ready to go through, you know what I'm saying, is going to be trouble footed. So you got to make sure that you are prepared, you know what I'm saying, your feet are prepared, you know what I'm saying, to be swiftly moving through all this. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that, you know what I'm saying. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you watch your step, man, watch where you're going. So, you know what I'm saying, we going through, my bug out bag right here. Like I said, man, it's been a minute since I, actually got the chance to pull out all of these things that's in it. So, we're going to go through, you know what I'm saying, like I said, man, it's almost like a survival video or whatever, but these are the things that you need to have on hand, already packed up and ready to go. So that way, man, when it's time to leave, man, it's time to go. You ain't got to be sitting up there running and scrambling and trying to find everything that you need. Everything that you got for you is right here. Now, mind you, I'm a family of 5, you know what I'm saying? Out of those 5 people, I'm the only male that's in the house. So I got a wife and 3 daughters. So at the end of the day, well, you got to be mindful that at the end of the day, depending on your situation, like I said, I got all women in my house. So at the end of the day, I'm not expecting them to be out here fighting no men. So I'm one man, and at the end of the day, I ain't saying that I'm not a bad man, because I am. But at the end of the day, man, if I'm in the fight with 6 dudes or whatever, it's not a fair fight. So you got to make sure you prepare for things like that. And I'm definitely not about to put my family in that type of situation. So at the end of the day, man, we got to move accordingly. Yeah, something that you might want to keep in mind is that when you got your rucksack or your bug out bag or your security bag, that is not too big for you to not be able to move around and be nimble with. You know, at the end of the day, this right here is about 40 pounds. When we was in our service, we used to carry 100-pound rucks. So, of course, I'm a little older now, and at the end of the day, man, I ain't trying to be moving around with 100 pounds on my back, even though I can do it. But at the end of the day, 40 pounds is good. So, remember when David was putting on Saul armor, and he couldn't fit it, and he was trying to maneuver in it and everything like that? You got to think about it like that. You want to make sure that you don't have something that's obstructing your movement and stuff like that. So that's always something to remember. Yeah, we got all of this equipment and everything up in here, supplies and stuff, but make sure that it's not too bulky and weighing you down and slowing you down. You want to be out here light on your feet. So, you know what I'm saying? Twinkle Toes Jones out here, that's what we call it, man. Make sure you out here walking light out here, man. So everything that's in your bag should be for your safety and for your betterment. So, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, everything that's up in here is supposed to nourish you and protect you. So let's first things first, let's start off with the first thing that I got up in here. Let's just see. Let's open up this little small compartment right here. Let me see what I got up in here. Of course, flashlights for the family. You know, you gotta make sure that these are imperative, because at the end of the day, you never know what type of darkness you're gonna be in or what type of terrain you're gonna be on. So you wanna make sure that you got light. No, make sure that everybody has a flashlight, but make sure you be discerning with it, because at the end of the day, if you shining your light, and the enemy can see that. So let your light shine bright, but don't let it, know what I'm saying, cause you to put yourself in harm's way. You got some vitamin C package right here. You know, just you know, get drinking water and stuff like that. You gotta get your electrolytes and stuff like that. Your vitamins and nutrients built back up. This is what you're gonna need. So that compartment is done. Like I said, I'm a family man. At the end of the day, man, I'm not trying to get involved in any fights where I gotta fight multiple people or multiple entities or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get jumped out here. And for those who know, you know, you gotta make sure you have one of these at all times. If you know what's in this box, I ain't gotta pull it out. You already know what it is. So make sure you got these, or one of these, a couple of these, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you can keep yourself safe and protected at all times. Of course, you know, food is imperative, you know what I'm saying? Food brings morale, you know what I'm saying? Food gives you a little sense of security that at the end of the day, that you're able to, you know, move on and endure to the end. So, you know, of course, I went on ahead, I got some MREs. This is my favorite one right here, you know what I'm saying? The classic, the beef stew. You know what I'm saying? These are meal ready to eat. These will last you for 25 years. If you store them right and make sure that there's nothing getting into them or anything like that, these are a great thing to have, because they're not gonna perish. And at the end of the day, you can always, they're light, you can carry them with you. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough for the family. Now, me and my family don't eat pork, so the ones that were pork, you know, we put those somewhere else. But at the end of the day, you know, in times of hunger or times of hardship, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. So, like I said, first thing, security, lights, food. Yes. And in your bug out bag, you want to make sure that you got at least 3 days of supplies. Now, the only thing that I don't have in my bug out bag right here, right now, is water, because I keep that separate. And at the end of the day, I got that separate. And the only other thing that's not in here that you want to keep on your person that's easy to go is maps. You want to make sure that you got a map of, you know what I'm saying, certain areas that you're going to have to go into or whatever. Get them now, so that way you not have to search out, you know, how to get around somewhere or something like that. At the end of the day, they got little compasses and stuff like that too, so that way you can tell what direction that you're going in. I think I might have a compass up in here. I know for a fact that I don't have my maps up in here. Like I said, I keep those things separate. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you always have those things. So let me go on ahead and keep pulling up what I got up in here. That. This is beef patty jalapeno pepper jack. Never had that one when I was in the service, but you know, it's good to go. Chicken stew. Like I said, you know, I want to make sure I got enough food for my family till the last 3 days, at least. Enough food, enough water, enough supplies, so that way, you know, that way we can get little. This is my get little bag. If you see this bag out, best believe I'm about to get little somewhere. Beef ravioli. Okay, so what is this? Oh. On top of the flashlights that I have, I also have lanterns. Now these lanterns right here, do these take batteries? You know, I got it taped up or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, you want to make sure that you got batteries. I know I got batteries up in here, so you know, you're gonna make sure that you might have a radio. You might need something, you know what I'm saying, that might have to communicate with somebody with. You want to make sure that you got all types of batteries. AAA, AA, C batteries, D batteries, 9-volt batteries at the end of the day. So you want to make sure of those things. So these are lanterns. Let's pull one out so you can see it. You know, something that's light, something that can, you know, I can put this right in my pocket and go on ahead and go. Somebody's coming, I can easily close this up, you know what I'm saying, get little at the end of the day. You want, like I said, man, you want to navigate and move through this, you know, especially if you're moving with your family. You know, like I said, quiet as cat, you know what I'm saying, being little, you know, can save your life out here. So, what you want to do, you want to use these things, you know what I'm saying, have discernment with them. So, this is the most important thing that you need while you're in the field. Everybody needs this. We already know food, water, shelter, you know what I'm saying? The next necessity that you're gonna need while you're in the field, this is, you know what I'm saying, something that you're gonna need for your hygiene. I've done a lot of field time, and you don't wanna be caught slipping without this. Toilet paper. It's like gold. You see, guys, when the pandemic hit, that all of this stuff was off of the shelves. So at the end of the day, make sure you got some enough to last you for at least 3 days. So that way, you know what I'm saying, you know, put it in a plastic bag so it doesn't get wet. Ziploc bags work perfectly. So make sure you got these. And like I said, it's very important that you got that. Here, see. I forgot what's in this bag right here, but this in here is supposed to be in here. Oh, okay. So, ponchos. Of course, you see, guys, it's raining out here right now. These are the things that you need. If you got little ones, older little children or things like this, they don't necessarily have a raincoat. You're gonna need these things for your protection, to keep your clothes dry. And on top of that, you can use these plastic as tarps and stuff like that. So that way, you know what I'm saying, you can keep things dry or keep things, you know what I'm saying, out of the elements and things like that. Like your phone, your radio, anything, you know what I'm saying, that's electronic or take batteries or something like that. Not only can you on your body, but you can use these to protect your devices and stuff like that. So always good to keep these in mind. Trash bags. You never know what you might need a bag for. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to go somewhere and then leave a trail of trash so somebody can come behind you and know exactly where you're going. So make sure you got trash bags. Like I said, you use these as ponchos. You use these underneath your clothes to keep your skin dry. If you're moving through and you don't necessarily have a raincoat or a poncho, trash bags work just as fine as that too. Oh yeah, this, of course, raincoat. See, the whole thing, like I said, it's raining out here. You want to make sure that you're keeping yourself protected at all times. Sometimes you might have a little plastic bag or something like that. Your shoes get wet. You know, you don't want to be out here trucking through the trenches and stuff like that. And now you got trench foot, athlete's foot, your feet all wet. You want to make sure that you take care of your feet. So that's how you get around. That's your main means of transportation out here. So make sure that you got your raincoat and you keep your feet dry at all times. And you know, I just got gloves here. Gloves, you know what I'm saying? When you're sitting up there, you might have to use these gloves, work gloves, stuff like that. You got to stick your hand in something that you don't necessarily know. It could be a lot of germs, bacteria, stuff like that. You want to make sure that you're protecting your hands, because any cut or any scrape that might happen can get easily affected, you know what I'm saying, while you're out here in the wilderness. So you want to make sure that you protected all your vital parts, and your hands are one of them. So if you got any type of gloves, work gloves, you see these are dish gloves right here. But these are perfect for if you trying to, like I said, reach to something, you know, that's very nasty or very sanitary. You want to make sure that you got something to protect yourself with. Of course, these are more gloves. I brought some for everybody. Everybody get gloves. Bungee cords. Just in case you might have to hang up a tarp. Just in case you might have to secure something, you know, on your bag or something like that. You can easily use these bungee cords to make sure that something is secure, or to hang up something, or to hang up some equipment or some food, so that way, you know, you don't got no critters or something running around up in there. It's always good to make sure that you got some type of rope, some type of cord. I know I probably got some more rope up in here or something, but I wanted to make sure that I brought my bungee cord just so that I can make sure that something is secure or something that I might need to hang up. So like I said, every few months, you want to check and make sure if you got batteries that need to be rotated, things, you know what I'm saying, that need to be checked to make sure that they're still working in operating condition. You want to check these things every few months or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'll let you use your own discernment of how much of a span that you want to check your back at the end of the day. Me, I like to look at it, you know, make sure it's all there, and then come back out, you know, but I always like to check and make sure that I got everything, or if there's anything else that I need to add to it. So, of course, like I said, you know I got some rope on. Of course, rope. This is for when you want to hang your clothes up. This is for when you have tarps, you want to hang those up. This is for shelter, things like that. You want to make sure that you got some rope just in case you might have to, whatever, y'all know what you use rope for. So at the end of the day, man, make sure that you got that, and you know, it's there for you. All right, let me see what else I got up here. Oh yeah, tarps. You already know, rope, tarps, bungee cords, gloves, all of these things are for shelter, for protecting your food, protecting your valuables, to stay out of the elements. Like I said, you got raincoats and stuff like that, but if you got a bigger tarp or something like that, you can use this to make sure you're staying out of the snow, or make sure that you're staying out of the rain. So I got a couple of tarps here, of course. Or you might want to put these on the ground. Ground is wet right now. So at the end of the day, I can easily lay this tarp down and I can lay on top of it. Say for instance, I'm in a situation where I might have to put my bag down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dig a little ditch. Low enough so that way I can set my bag in. But first I'm gonna put the tarp down to make sure that it's protected. I'm gonna put the tarp on top of it, wrap it up, put some leaves over it. As you can see, this bag is camouflaged. If I put a couple leaves on it, you're not gonna see it. So that way I can easily come back to it and make sure that it's there. So, like I said, these tarps are very important, very valuable to have. Let me see how many I got up in here. Oh yeah. So I got a couple of different sizes. Of course, I got a 6 to 8 foot. I got a smaller one, 4 to 6 foot. And then I got the bigger one for 12 to 18 feet. That's only because, like I said, man, you never know what you might have to necessarily use that tarp for. This might be your home. This might be, you know what I'm saying, to put over the shelter that you're about to build, to make sure that you're keeping the rain and elements up out of there. So make sure you always got one that's different sizes and stuff. I don't know. You already know, little minor aches and pains and stuff like that. You know, you need these types of things. This thing we have all, you know what I'm saying, you never know who might need it. So, of course, I got another bag of, you know, wipes, hand wipes, face wipes, and stuff like that. You see what else I got up in here? What is this? Okay, tooth fairies. You already know, you don't want to be in the wilderness and your freaking tooth is rocking. You know, you got your molar, you know what I'm saying, your wisdom tooth in the back. It should have been taken out 10 years ago, you know, and you want to have these things, you know what I'm saying, just to make things happen, you know, for your tooth. All right. That good old tussin. That Robitussin, you know, like I said, this is, you guys know what this is for, man. We ain't got to explain all that, man. Make sure you got that tussin, man. All right, so that's it for those two pouches. Let's see what I got here. What's in this bottom one? I forgot, you know what I'm saying? What's even up here? Let me check it, make sure. Oh, I got some forks. Now, mind you, the MRE comes with silverware and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that I had some plastic forks, something that doesn't go off of the metal detector, but something, you know what I'm saying, you could use to, you know, eat your food or something like that. So, you got a vest right here. Never know, you know what I'm saying, what you might have to use this for. You might have to use this for a single. You might have to, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying, situation is, it's good to just have a little vest right here, just to let people know, people can see you. So that way, you know, you're moving accordingly. This is always good, like I said. All right. Tent poles. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, you guys see that I have the tarps. You guys see that, you know, I do have a 10-person tent, but at the end of the day, you never know what you might need to use these tent poles for. So, you know what I'm saying, it's just always good to just make sure that you have these. All right, I think that's it for that compartment right there. All right, here's my big boy right here. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Like I said, man, you want to make sure that you're safe out here at all times. So I got a first aid kit, you know, Band-Aids, gauze, antiseptic, stuff like that, you know, just to make sure that you're taking care of minor aches and pains. Like I said, you know, you want to make sure that stuff not out here getting infected, any type of wounds or anything like that. So whatever type of medical experience you have, whether it's minor or major, it's always good to make sure that you got a first aid kit on hand and on deck at all times. Of course, got some icy hot patches. Like I said, you know, I like to be prepared for all types of situations and stuff. You out here, you building a shelter, you moving logs all day or whatever it is, you chopping wood, making fires and stuff like that. At the end of the day, your muscles and joints are hurt. So like I said, you want to just have little things like this just to be able to just be a little bit more comfortable. So this is pretty much like a comfort thing, but like I said, you never know who might need it. So I like to be prepared just in case. All right, Flintstone vitamins. Now, mind you, I had the vitamin C right here earlier. I got the vitamins right here too. Now I know that these are children's vitamins, but at the end of the day, in what is it called? In harsh situations, a children's vitamin can do you better than not having any vitamins at all. So at the end of the day, vitamins are always good to have. All right, I got some little twine, some little string, you know. Of course, this is for, like I said, using, if I don't want to use this rope, I can use this rope to the same purpose, the same thing to, you know, secure things, hang things, build things, put things up or whatever. So it's always good to have some little rope or some little string on top of the big ropes that you might have. So course, I got some more first aid things, you know, of course. I got some cough drops in here. I got some toothbrushes. I got some calamine lotion. I got some gauzes. I got tape. I got everything in here. I got soap. I got Band-Aids. This food, like I said, it's pretty much like a hygiene bag, but it's also something that's separate from my first aid kit. You never know, somebody might try to take something, and the more that you have, the more better prepared that you are. So, like I said, oh yeah, some cough drops up in there too, so it's good to go. Let me see what else is in there. All right, so that's it for that compartment right here. So I think I got one more left. Let's see what's up in here. Oh, one of the most important things. And the reason why I got it right here in the front, because I knew that I was gonna probably need this. Like I said, besides the matches, you wanna make sure that you have something, you know what I'm saying, to be able to start a fire. So this is my Flint right here. Now, mind you, I have more than one of these, but at the end of the day, you wanna make sure that you got this just in case your matches get wet, just in case you don't have a lighter, just in case you might have to start a fire from scratch, like you are a survivor. At the end of the day, Flint, this will get your fire started. I opened it, I tried it, and it works. You won't believe how easy it is just to work one of these. So, you know what I'm saying, make sure you got this in your arsenal. This is very, very important. This is, you know what I'm saying, like I said, security, food, shelter. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the next things. On top of, you know what I'm saying, making sure that you're protected with the medical supplies, make sure you got a Flint. All right, let me see what else is up here. Let me see. Oh, got a couple tools up in here. Got a couple tools. Of course, you know, box cutter, screwdriver. Got a little Leatherman up in here. Because you never know when you might need certain little tools. So, you know, I ain't about to go out here and buy a Vila or anything like that, but you never know what you might need. Like I said, if you can carry a little hammer and some nails and stuff like that, something that you might be able to tack or screw in to make things a little bit more convenient and easy for you. I'll say it's always good just to have a little couple tools. I wanted to make sure that I at least had a flathead and a Phillips and, you know, some pliers or whatever. Like I said, I don't plan on going out there building no houses, but oh yeah, and I got the little one right there too. You know, flips out on both sides, Phillips on one side, flat on the other. I got a brand new lighter up in here. Make sure that works, because at the end of the day, like I said, if I can't find my Flint or my matches get wet, you want to make sure that you have multiple resources in order to build or make a fire. So I just wanted to make sure, like I said, this is in my tool bag. So my tool part of the bag, so you want to make sure that you got these all together. Now, mind you, you know, most of us, we might have a machete or a little knife or something like that. Always good to have, you know what I'm saying? So right now I got my box cutter, but in my other bag, I also have my knives and stuff like that too. So, you know, I keep that stuff separate, but just for this bag right here, I just wanted to make sure that I have something in here to be able to cut something. So if I gotta cut a tarp, if I gotta cut something open, you know, and I ain't trying to sit up there and try to, you know, deal with it all day or trying to rip it open or whatever, you know, always good to have. Let me see what else I got in here. All right, I think that might be it. Checking to make sure there's definitely a lot of compartments up here. All right, so that's it. Navigating through these trenches, I'm telling you, you know, it's imperative to, you know what I'm saying, make sure that you keep your morale up. You know what I'm saying? You might have loved ones that are afraid, you know what I'm saying, that don't know what's going on or whatever. They're depending on you to get you up out of these situations. So at the end of the day, the better that you are prepared, the better that they can be prepared. So that way, you know what I'm saying, you guys can endure to the end. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting this video just to give you a heads up on what's in my bag. But at the end of the day, if you got any other ideas or suggestions that I might need to have up in here, please drop it in the comments below. know what I'm saying? I love y'all. And at the end of the day, man, make sure y'all stay safe and sucker free out here, man, at all times, man. All praises to the Most High. That's put me in the position to share this stuff with you. And hopefully, you know what I'm saying, this education and this tutelage can put you in the mind state of just getting yourself ready to be able to endure to the end. So, on that note, man, at the end of the day, man, if I catch you in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, just know, man, we trying to get up out of here, man. I'm out.